Let me ask you a question. So how many years in total did you do meth?
Probably like 15 or 17.
Okay.
17 to 15.
So in the amount of, when you talk about you can get homeless, after how long of using meth did you experience homelessness?
For me, it was probably like 10 years.
After 10 years?
10 or 12.
Okay, and then when you used meth, in what form did you use it? Like, did you smoke it, snort it?
First, I would only snort it, right? Because I noticed people that smoked it, it does something different to their brains. Like when I'd be around them, they'd be totally different. It'd be like very, very interesting.
Hello, my name is PEJ with PEJ Interventions. I'm here with my friend Lauren today. She's actually with True Metamorphosis. I'll tell you more about that later in another video. But today we're going to talk about what crystal meth addiction is like. I know that you did meth for a long time.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear a little bit about your experience. What was crystal meth addiction like?
So crystal meth addiction, at first, it's fun, right? You feel alive. I think the first time that I ever tried it, I felt like all of my insecurities and all of my feeling bad about myself, like that I'm not enough and all these different things just like melted away, and I was just the prettiest, the skinniest, the most funny, powerful person that ever was to walk around. Over the years though, it starts to become like a necessity for life. To like wake up in the morning and to be able to like go out into the world, and like you don't even sometimes make it out into the world because you're fixated on getting high enough to get outside, but you don't even make it, and it just is consuming, and it gets dark, and then it gets to a place where it's such a necessity that you like sell your items, or you you know, like end up homeless. You stop paying for rent and you start paying for meth, and which is just like you make terrible decisions, and it just sucks you into this hole of agony.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So how many years in total did you do meth?
Probably like 15 or 17.
Okay.
17 to 15.
So in the amount of, when you talk about you can get homeless, after how long of using meth did you experience homelessness?
For me, it was probably like 10 years.
After
10 or 12.
Okay, and then when you used meth, in what form did you use it? Like, did you smoke it, snort it?
First, I would only snort it, right? Because I noticed people that smoked it, it does something different to their brains. Like when I'd be around them, they'd be totally different. It'd be like very, very interesting. I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna smoke. I'm never gonna smoke. And then one time my dealer came over and he only had a pipe full. And I was just like we were waiting for his connect to come. And I literally just was like, ugh. And I remember like every time I would take a hit, it would be so disgusting. I'd have to like spit and like, and then it just like kind of became easier and easier. Like, you know, my I'm never gonna do that became something that I was doing on a consistent basis, you know?
And then when you got, like over all those years that you did it, because that's a long time of doing meth, was your family aware that you were on it?
I think they knew that something was up, but I don't think that they knew that I was on methamphetamines.
And what about when you experienced homelessness as a result of it? Like, did they know you were homeless?
No, I tried to hide everything like that pretty well until the day that I came and I told them, like, you know, hey, I think I'm gonna go to treatment and this opportunity has presented itself and I've been addicted to drugs. And they were like, thank God. We thought something was like really like wrong with you.
Like mentally.
Yeah, like they thought that something was wrong with me.
And in a sense, something was mentally wrong.
Totally.
Yeah. So then when you went to treatment, did you stop after that time?
I did. I was able to stop for about 4 years and 8 months. I started working in treatment, but I didn't, you know, bring God in or actually work the program. I didn't thoroughly do the things that you're supposed to do to be able to like have the solution.
Okay, and then you ended up using, but it wasn't meth again, right?
It was meth, yes.
It was meth again?
Yes.
Okay, and then how long did you use meth for after that?
It was probably like, my first relapse, I probably used it for maybe it was like a month, and then I went into treatment again right after that. I had a lot of outside things that happened, which caused me to like feel like I didn't have a connection with my higher power, and I just relapsed because I had nothing to fall back on. And then I think I was in and out maybe 2 more times for like a number of months. And then the last time, I haven't done meth in almost 7 years, or alcohol. I haven't drank a sip of alcohol or done any meth in about 7 years. Yeah.
When you were in that world, that whole meth world, that lifestyle, besides self-abuse, which you're abusing yourself because you're using it, did you experience any other kind of abuse?
Yeah, I was robbed at gunpoint at my front door when I was living by the Beverly Center. I had some guy try to, oh, this was the scariest thing. I went to go visit an ex-boyfriend in Irvine, in Orange County, in Anaheim, and I was waiting for him in the parking lot, and this guy was like walking up to my car, and I was looking at him, and he was looking at me, and he looked with like dead eyes. And he kept getting closer and closer and closer, and I looked, and then I realized that my door was open and unlocked, like it was unlocked. And so I just, like, he started going quicker, and like at the same time, I barely, like within a millisecond, was able to lock the door because he was trying to get into my car before my ex-boyfriend got there. So I don't know what he would have done to me, but that was definitely like terrifying. And he, then my ex-boyfriend got there, and then we like chased him down the street with
So thanks, Lauren, for talking to us about your experiences of what it feels like to be on methamphetamine. We are going to have a part 2 now. We're going to be talking about psychosis. Please check out the next video coming soon.